I go ahead and press record right now. I want the people to see what a jerk you are. Okay?
But what about your truth? Your truth?
I'm not a jerk at all. Anyways,
Hey.
grace and peace, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're having a magnanimous day. It is your girl, Yami, aka Yams B, saying, and you are now tuned into Can I Be Honest?
Yeah.
What? Okay, so in light of the impending holiday that is often not treated as a holiday, aka Father's Day, I wanted to continue this. What'd you say? What'd you say?
I didn't say anything. This is your show. I'm waiting on you.
Are you sure? Yeah. Anyway, I wanted to continue the conversation about daddies, fathers, Black fathers specifically.
Man, look at that.
Wow. This would be the first and last time that you were ever on the show.
There's something about Black fathers, the things, just
the way you say
so
it,
often overlooked.
the same way you say it makes me feel like you have some sort of relationship with church. We know that you over there eating mung beans and worshiping at.
First of all, can we get to the show? I got one God I serve, everybody. And he had a son who came to save us.
Okay.
All right.
Everybody.
I'm better.
This is Will. Okay? Will. I want to say thank you for coming. But
myself.
I think I just regretted this decision altogether.
Too late now. Come on.
Well, thank you for agreeing to come on Can I Be Honest to talk about this. We'll just go ahead and jump right into it.
Right.
Straight up. Did you have a father in your life?
No. I did have a stepfather who, sometimes stepfathers, they don't want to overstep their boundaries, so they kind of be a father, but he was pretty good to me. He taught me the essentials, things I needed to know. Work hard.
Yeah.
Hustle, get your money, take care of your family. He taught me that type of stuff. So
you're admitting that you came from a drug cartel family right here live on Can I Be Honest?
It's an honor being on your show. I just want you to know that.
I don't think I'm going to be able to get through all these questions. Okay, Will. So how long was he in your life? Or is he still in your life?
He passed away 2 years ago.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, now you feel bad.
I didn't really know him, so.
Get to the show.
Okay, what about your biological father? What was your relationship like with your biological father?
Oh, man. Well, I know who he is. He was in and out my life when I was younger. I remember spending a couple of summers with him. He lived in North Carolina. So I remember meeting his side of the family and hanging out with them 2 summers. But other than that, wasn't involved. Didn't help my mother take care of me, things like that. Later on in life, we end up meeting each other again or getting back in each other's lives. But it wasn't, I was the one who kept reaching out, kept trying to make it stick. And it's funny story about that. So it was a girl, I was about 20 years old. And this woman that I was dating, she just knew she was going to marry me. And she wanted to invite my father. I said, if you can find him, you can invite him. She found him. And I was like, oh, I was kind of joking. But it did cause me to kind of reach out to him. And I tried to connect. It didn't work. I did it about 3 or 4 times. I did end up, one of the times I did in meeting a sister that I had that I met before. Back in 2003, I met her, and me and her became tight. So, but he did the same thing to her too. So.
Oh, child, I know about that part. I just found my biological father, he's probably watching this on YouTube, but he was trash. And he doesn't like to admit that. Like, I think I had a conversation recently with him where he was like, we found out that we had two additional sisters. I have two additional sisters. Now, this brings us up to about 8, I think, with like 8 to 10. I can't remember. And I can count, but I just don't feel like it right now. So 8 to 10 with about 5 different women. And he was like, it's not like I was a Rolling Stone. And I was like, that's the definition of a Rolling. What? The definition of what a Rolling Stone would be. Like, but I mean, whatever. It is what it is. I mean, like you said, I ended up having a really good, fostering really good relationships with my siblings. And I mean, that's the benefit of it. But this ain't about
the only
me.
good thing that came. I know you turned it into about you, but I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to mess up your show. This is your show. I was going to say this Father's Day. Come back. But it's okay.
I can't stand you. Okay. So, other than your stepfather, did you have any other paternal figures in your life?
Yes. One of the things that pretty much that saved my life. I was a part of different programs, all the like youth programs, like summer camp. It wasn't anything to do with the law. These were like.
I mean, I don't know, because your internet kind of cut like back off and on during the process of you saying this. So I don't know if you're just trying to.
Can you see me?
I can see.
Can you hear
me? Yeah.
Okay. No, so growing up, I had a lot of counselors from summer camp. Up north, some of our summer camps were year-round after school programs, and they were basically college students and things like that. And a lot of them were in my life growing up. I had a few teachers. My godfather, who's my uncle, still in my life to this day. We are tight. He teach me everything about finances to businesses and growth, and spiritual father also. So
he must be a trash individual though, because he wasn't able to teach you on the fundamentals of not being a trash individual. I'm just joking. Godfather. This is not about you. It's mostly about him. So, continuing on.
I will make sure I send this video to him.
No, please don't find me. I'm really a nice person. It's just the will that brings this out of me. Thank God.
So, Will, Tori, Corey. So, we all bring it out of you?
I have a good relationship with Tori. I cannot speak for Corey. So.
Next question.
What was the difference between your relationship with your real father and your paternal figures? Actually, you explained that, but if you want to go ahead and expound on it, just kind of the difference in the interaction.
I mean, basically, growing up, knowing everyone pretty much know or have an idea of what a father is. And for me, a father was someone in your life who were able to teach you life lessons either before or after you've done something, and try to give you experience so you won't have to go through it. Like most of us do to our kids. We try to teach them things so they won't have to go through it, but there's a choice that they have to make at the end of the day of what they want to do. I did choose I tried my best not to be like my father, as far as when I had my child, being in his life, being a part of his life, making sure the needs is there, not just financially, but making sure that mentally he is growing into a great man.
Okay, that leads me to my next question. Are you a Rolling Stone?
I have one child. I don't think I'm a Rolling Stone. Almost said something.
Okay. Did you always want to have kids?
Yeah, I actually wanted a boy and a girl, and I wanted a girl first so she could be older. I think because sometimes females could be a little bit more mature and up and protector. I wanted, and then my son next. I wanted, that's shut up. I give y'all little props. Y'all queens.
I mean, there's so much that I can pull from that one part of what you said, but I'm just gonna go ahead and move on to the next dynamic of the conversation because I feel like I just don't even want to go. I don't even want to go there.
I'm glad this is being recorded.
Do you think that I know you only have one a son, but I think you do have experience with being in a role of parenthood for both a son and a daughter.
Right. So and that's what I was going to bring up too. So I have one biological son, but I do have a beautiful daughter also through a former marriage, who she's still my daughter. I still love her. I still care for her when she need anything. I try my best to provide whatever she needs. But it's definitely different than raising a boy.
That was my next question. So
Yes.
Give me some insight on what you think the differences for you are with raising a male child versus a female child.
Well, and everyone's children are different. My son, more like me, he won't show anger. He won't show how upset he is. You could tell he's upset, but he won't go into details. Just want to just go off and be in his own world, which I'm trying to teach him now because I don't want him to do what I did. And express yourself, talk. Don't be afraid. I know I'm your father. I'm not going to kill you. Just be respectful when you talk to me. Versus a daughter, very emotional, very, my plug won't go onto the wall. I don't know what's going on. It just break down over the simplest thing. But again, the maturity comes a little faster. The responsibility comes a little faster with her. And she's growing up she was intelligent before. Now she's just a genius, beautiful, doing good.
I mean, she is.
Heck, is she a female?
No, I mean, because I know her. Duh.
Oh.
Don't be like this.
I just felt like
Father's Day, Black Fathers Matter. Yeah.
Well, with my son, school is different. She cares about school, does her work, get it done. Boys, like I said, it depends on your boy. But my boy, it's like, what are you doing? Like, just do the schoolwork. And he knows the work. So, and I think that's another, sometimes if the work too easy, he just feel like he doesn't need to do it. You do need to do it. Just get to high school, get to college. Like, do it, son. Video game, But yeah, definitely a difference between raising a man and a woman.
How old are the two?
12. Both will be 13. Aaron just turned 13, and Malachi will be 13 in July.
Oh yeah, you gave him a biblical name. My God. Is that from when you used to love the Lord?
It's actually a name his mother gave him, but
makes sense.
I still love the Lord. He still is the savior of us. It's debatable. I should save. You're always saved.
How do you think your experiences with your paternal figures influence how you are parenting as a father?
Influence very big, a lot. Heavy influence in my life. It was two ways. I wasn't a street dude, but I hung around a lot of street dudes. I can't stand you. But I always just knew, because I had that experience growing up with them, showing me outside of my city, traveling. I remember coming to Atlanta for the first time, going to Canada a few times, Chicago, like that traveling experience, realizing, oh, my city isn't just the only city. you know what I mean? Like mentally breaking that chain. It allowed me to want more and to strive to do better so I won't get caught up in that environment. My uncle, who, great figure, everything he's been through in life, his experience, everything he taught me definitely gave me hope to do better and want to do better, especially taking care of family. That's big, big for me, making sure family is taken care of financially.
That was an excellent answer for a question that I didn't ask. My question, though, was it's gonna be people gonna think that I'm a trash person, but it's not me. It's Will. Anyway, what I was trying to say.
Ask better questions. Go ahead.
Maybe you're right. I'm still developing in this area, so I can admit that maybe.
And can I just give you props? You do a great job. You do a great job.
Don't try to take the heat off of you.
I'm just saying, I never listened to podcasts before, but like when I started listening to yours, it made me start looking at other people's podcasts. Like,
no,
you could pick, like, even though you just started, you're killing them. You're just as good.
If you're listening to the podcast, you can't see my face.
This is why I don't give her compliments. This is why I don't give her compliments.
No, but what you said was really good. So
no, what's the question?
Well, no, actually, it's a question that I had, but also, but how do you think all of those experiences with them have influenced what do you think you take from that to give to your kids?
Self-love. Self-love. I think a lot of time men in our community, they don't know how to love themselves. And so, and a lot of times they're not loved. When I say correctly, they're not loved in a way where they can't learn to love themselves. But when I say self-love, once you learn to love yourself, once you learn to want to do better for yourself, everyone else that's in your environment, you're then able to help them. I learned a long time ago, when you're not right, but you keep trying to help everyone else around you or someone you so-called love, you still end up being depressed. You still end up not with this feeling of not being complete, no matter what everyone else does for you. You have to learn how to love yourself.
Okay. That's really good. So what do you think, and this might be a big word for you, but what do you think is the biggest misnomer about fatherhood, specifically Black fatherhood?
Say, what's that word again?
Do you need me to Google it for you? Do you want me to give you the exact definition of misnomer?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to make sure you understand your question.
I'll say something different. But honestly, what do you think, like, Black fatherhood is stigmatized. Mm-hmm. So what's the biggest stigma you think about fatherhood, specifically from a Black father's perspective?
That we don't know how to love our kids. I feel like, we don't know how to love our kids. We don't take care of our kids. Mind you, my son came from my first marriage, and I don't miss a beat with him. You know, he lives in North Carolina. I still travel. Before, even when he lived in Jersey, you know, it was tougher to get to Jersey, but when he moved to North Carolina, I made it a mission to make sure I get there, his games, making sure school, I stay on him about school. I travel, see him as much as I can. Go get him, bring him down here. Just, I teach him, and he hates it. He's like, Dad, every time you with me, you always teaching me a lesson. Cause man, you never, and I always tell him, you never know when I might not be here to teach you. And I gotta give you everything that I know. I gotta teach you and discipline you, and cause I discipline with love. You know, I'm the discipliner in his parent relationship. You know, I don't mind. I said, I'm long distance. He can get mad at me.
You gonna
but,
say that.
but I think just Black fathers don't know how to raise a child. They don't know how to treat their children. They're not in their children's lives. And I think, I mean, all my friends, they're in their kids' life, and they're all Black.
Yeah.
I mean, I have white friends too.
I was about to say, is there a reason that you specified that you only had Black friends?
I did, because we're talking about Black. Go to
Okay, but do you guys also, do you think that amongst your friend group that you guys would hold each other accountable if you guys weren't meeting the standards like appropriate like if your friend was a stigma of what Black fatherhood was, would y'all be like, yo?
Yeah. The circle that I'm in, we are like that with each other about everything, from children to relationships. Like, yo, you got to do better. You can't do this. You can't do that. And when we don't know a child does something, we come to each other, we talk. Yo, so-and-so just did this today. Oh, this just happened. I'm so mad. I don't even know what to do. And we give each other advice and help each other out. So I'm pretty sure if one of us wasn't doing what they're supposed to do, which I do have that one friend. Yeah, I do have that one friend. And knowing him a lot.
Yeah.
We a whole lot, almost curse.
Are these all New Yorker friends? Like, are you guys all aggressively talking about how you guys are from Brooklyn and the Bronx and things like that?
Yeah, and they Haitian.
Let's not do this. Okay. Well, do you think that fatherhood is celebrated enough?
No. And that's not being funny. It's not. It's a catch-22, right? Because at the same time, a father should do what he's supposed to do, period. You should do what you're supposed to do. Take care of your family, take care of your child, raise your child, help them become something to society that they make a change. They leave their mark on life, But at the same time, moms get celebrated like monthly, like all the time. The non-parent holidays is still about the mom. Like Valentine's Day, about the mom. Christmas, about the mom. Like, it's just be like, where is the love, yo?
Yeah.
To feel love. But I also feel like that's what the wife is there for. Kids gonna be kids. I think kids just love mom automatically, just because not every situation, because some of y'all kind of rough, but
listen, but I also do. I don't want you, like, I know you're dealing with, me, whatever, but I do want to make this a safe space, because it's okay to me to say that, to feel how you feel about the lack of celebration of, because we dealt with this in the Haitian series podcast, where it was just kind of like, you kind of want to say how you feel, but you don't want to become offensive to someone else, which is fine.
Oh, I don't care about people's feelings.
Yeah, I know.
Your people don't know me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, something. No, I mean, but we don't get celebrated enough. It's just point blank. But like I said, even non-parent holidays, we still are not celebrated. Like, it's just always, that is just there. And especially,
I said, well, why do you think that is?
Because I feel like people just feel like, oh, you're supposed to just do it. You're supposed to just be in the background. You're supposed to just take care of the family and sit down. You're not supposed to want to be taken care of. You're the one taking care of people.
And not to be devil's advocate, though. But some would argue that the same responsibilities are placed on mothers. Like, you're supposed to be present. You're supposed to be active. You're supposed to be doing what you're doing.
Right, but they get celebrated.
Oh, well, yeah. Oh, I get it. No, but I didn't really understand. I guess my point is, I guess what you're saying does make sense. Anyway, I'm probably going to go back and listen to this over again and say that it doesn't make sense. So I'll probably edit this part out. But
No, but you made my point. Like mothers are supposed, yeah, mothers they are placed in a role, and this is who they're supposed to be. This is who they are, and they get. I don't want to say rewarded because it's not a reward, but they love you for it.
mm-hmm.
They love you for the things that you are naturally gonna do anyway. But fathers, it's just like you. It's like in their head, oh, you're supposed to do it anyway. Your dad. Get you a tie. Flowers.
While you're talking about that, because Father's Day is in June, what do you think is an appropriate Father's Day gift? What are you guys tired of seeing, and what do you guys want to see more of?
We tired of we don't want any more cards. We don't do anything with cards. Ain't no money in it. It's just words. Say your words, we'll remember it. Don't worry about it. Throw the card away. Like, we don't keep cards. I think the appropriate gift is always going to be based on your man, based on the man in the house, or on the father, I should say. And that's one of those things about, they know mom. Nobody takes the time to learn dad and find out what he wants and what he likes and what he needs. You know, tools are always cool, I won't lie. But sometimes we don't want tools. Yeah. Sometimes we want something that we can hold on to, and when we look at it and be like, oh man, I remember when you got this for me when you was 12.
So is it safe to say that you guys are the fathers of this generation are more, they're looking for different ways of the same level of expression, not the same, because mothers and fathers are different, but a different form of expression than the traditional tie tool?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. I thought you was going somewhere. Yeah, definitely. We don't. Come on, a tie.
Well, in general, what do you think? How do you think we, women, children, just society in general, can contribute to making fathers feel celebrated? This is one question. And then making Black fathers feel celebrated daily.
Wow.
Or you don't even have to talk from
No. I mean, it's just one of those.
You can talk about you too. Just what would make you feel celebrated?
So I'm kind of probably gonna double back on myself, but it's like, because fathers, although it's nice, we want different stuff, and I think we got to the point we don't expect anything anymore, so we don't even think about anything. But shoot. Wait, what's the question? Ask me the question one more time. Because my mind went all over the place.
None of this is being edited. None of it.
Y'all just treat us bad.
Well, and that's the point. How can we contribute to making you guys feel more celebrated, specifically for Father's Day?
Not just for, but year round. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, kids, y'all listening? I want y'all to listen. I hope this is a kid-friendly podcast.
Go ahead, though.
The hosts, I can tell it's not. I mean, get your kids. So, I'll give an example. When I have my son, I make him call his mom. Because if the kids ain't gonna, I'm with you. That's their excuse. I'm with you. Call your mom, man. She want to know you thinking about her. I don't get calls. Call your dad sometime. Even if you live in the same house, just text him. Hey, Dad, just thinking about you. It's the little things that make Dad happy.
Yeah.
That's a year-round thing you can do. Woman, wife, whoever you are, make your mate the father of your child. If you still with him, don't do it if y'all not together. It'd be weird, but make him feel like he's important, like he's a good dad. Sometimes we need to be reminded, because sometimes you don't see us when we're alone. You don't feel our emotions sometimes. And yeah, taking that's on us. We should share a little bit more. But it's sometimes as a man, we go through something alone. We deal with it, not alone, but with God. And we have that one-on-one time with God. We let it loose, let it go. And when God said he got it, he got it. But those are the most vulnerable times for us. And so we do need, those verbal words to just encourage us and reinstall in us that you are doing a good job. No matter what level you're at, whether you're the richest dad or he's trying his damn hardest, like let him know, like, yo, you're a good father. Because there are fathers out here that aren't doing anything.
That's real.
So, I guess just love us, man. Love on us. As far as material things, find out who he is, who he truly is. Not just because he work in construction and you buy him tools, or he go to a business office and you buy him a tie and socks, or he work at Target and you buy him a new red shirt. Like,
you're an idiot. Like, you were doing so well for so long, and then just all of a sudden, here goes Will again. But continue.
I'm done.
Are you?
Next, madam.
No, I think that's a good way to end. I feel like we've been going for about 40 minutes. But it has, like, because
they want more of me. We started at 4:40.
I'm sure they don't. 4:40, and we're going.
5:40.
5:40. And then it's almost 6:20.
30 minutes.
Okay, well, I'm done. Okay.
Hey, thanks for it. It's a pleasure being on your show. If you ever need me back on, they're going to request me back. Hey, request me back, people. I feel like a co-host right now.
Doing a little too much to take over spirit like you men normally do. And what you're going to have to do is get...
I just said encourage your brother.
You're going to have to get better Wi-Fi, because your Wi-Fi is trash over there where you at. Even in Winder, I got better Wi-Fi than what you at, Stone Mountain? I'm just asking a question.
I live at, yo.
Trash. Up the speed. You can afford it.
I probably could, but it's about budgeting.
Oh, look at that. Being financially responsible and such.
We trying to do things on this side of town.
Well, I appreciate you. Well, it seemed like, while everybody else, because I need a haircut, you don't seem like you need a haircut, nothing like that. So I guess you've been brave.
Well, I have a bald head, so I always shave my own head, but I'm letting my beard grow. Look at it.
Is your hairline receding because of all the drug trades that you participated in?
If this wasn't being recorded, I was about to go click. the old school phone style, like click, just close. And that'll be the end of your video. It's just like, did he just hang up? Yes,
that part would have been edited out. Okay. No, but seriously, I really do thank you for just kind of supporting the brand, supporting us, and really coming on just to kind of give your perspective on fatherhood.
Always.
It's
Always.
it's probably not the greatest perspective. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have better interviews than this one, but your life matters too.
Thank you. If y'all see the face that I see, I want y'all to tell me if that was believable, because I didn't know what to say. The word sounded real, but the face said something different.
I will ask you one more question, because specifically for Black fathers, the idea of like the Black Lives Matters, men constantly being men and women but it's not about women. So men specifically being in the community, and you raising a son, and the issues of gun violence, and you can't be in the house by yourself without a fear
Yeah.
of being gunned down, and you can't
Right.
be, in the street. You can't, take a jog or whatever. And with respect to the fact that I know that they're still good, no, I'm not even going to do that. I'm just going to say, give us a perspective on how you feel kind of being a Black father in this day and age, raising a Black son.
Well, that's one of the things I was going to allude to in one of your questions. So when I speak to my son and I am giving him the life lessons, or we're discussing something that he might ask a question, or if it's something about a life experience or anything, I always remind him that he is a Black king, and living in this world of people who they fear you, or they dislike you, or they don't want to see you succeed. They only want to see you as an athlete. They want to see you as something that they put us, the box that they put us in. So when you step outside that box, you have to be ready and willing to stand up for who you are. And as far as being a father and raising him, I just teach them the rules to survive. I teach them the rules because I just told him this weekend. I was just up there this weekend, and I told him, I said, you are going to have to make a choice. I said, it's coming closer and closer to the time where I feel as though something's going to happen as far as violence. And I said, we are going to start having to make choices of if we're going to be non-violence or violence. The choice is going to be based off who you are on the inside and what you want to accomplish. You have to be safe in every place you go into, because you never know who that person, the other people, may think you are, or what they may think you are, because you wear hoodies all the time. You wear fancy clothes and sneakers, and you know pretty soon you might get into jewelry, but they may think you're something else and be jealous of you or hate you because they see you with a white homeboy, Indian homeboy, but they see, I'm sorry.
No,
That's just, the past story of the young Georgia boy. And that's how we got on it. Because I said, I can't imagine if that was my son.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what I would do. And that's how we got into, you may have to choose. What side do you want to be on? Do you want to be a leader? Do you want to lead people to fight for what's best for your culture? I said, I can't imagine losing you. And if you lost me, I teach you things and I talk to you, because if you lost me, who else is going to teach you what I can teach you? Yeah, there's many men out here, and you have your basketball coach, you have people around you, but it's something about a father that teaches his son, gives that advice, that shares that experience. I've been through things in my life. I've been profiled. I've been thrown against cars wrongfully because they thought I was freaking Dominican, or just because of my skin color. Like, it's just growing up. I can never imagine someone throwing my son against the car because they thought he was a drug dealer. So I just prepare him for that. I tell him what to do in those situations and how to handle himself. I tell him to stay alive, get out of it. Know your laws. Know what's going on in your state. Know your laws. But don't fight. Don't argue at that time. That's not the time to do it. You can speak peace. You can speak your laws. You can let them know I'm intelligent. I'm not no stupid young man. But don't act stupid. Teaching them or trying to show them. I can't imagine, but I hope I answered the question.
No, I think you did. And I think one of the biggest things, the biggest takeaway from this conversation, as far as helping to feel Black men feel celebrated, Black fathers feel celebrated, just to show you guys that we love you, we appreciate you, we do value you, which I think for the most part you do know, but it never hurts for it to be reinforced or said. over and over. We appreciate you, we value you, we support you, we stand behind you. We want, what's best for you. Even the trash behind ones of you that don't represent the positivity in this 5-minute thing that you just did, because the rest of it was kind of trash. But that I don't know how to be completely serious with you. I just can't. But
I'll say something about those men though. A lot of them wasn't taught either. That's how they were taught, and they decided to go that route.
That's a good perspective.
And yeah, it's tough to even look at it that way, but they wasn't taught that. They wasn't taught how to be a father. They learned, they're doing what their father did.
Yeah. Do you think though that we maybe give those kind of people a lot of empathy?
Yeah, we do. Too much. I don't say that to give them empathy. They need help.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need help.
Yeah.
My father wasn't there, so I still had a choice whether I'm going to use that as an excuse. I didn't have to go to the different programs. I didn't have to have mentors and people show me, and we traveling everywhere. I could have said, nah, I don't want to do it there. Or I could have did all that and still be like, man, I could still be trash, but it's a choice. You're making a choice if you want to be trash. At the end of the day, if I want to be like my father who wasn't there, it's a choice at the end of the day. And sometimes people aren't intelligent enough to make a better decision. I know you got to go.
Yeah, I was trying to exit out pretty quickly. No, but this is really good. Really, really good. No, for real. Like, seriously, real talk, very serious. I really appreciate it. I knew this would be fun, but I really appreciate your insight and your perspective, and I hope that someone out there too appreciates you. So let the people know that if they wanted to hear more of some of the stuff that you talk is reckless, but more of your talk, if they wanted to reach out to you directly, how could they do that?
Hey, you can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Instagram. That's IG for y'all who don't know. At the real Will Hollis 3. I was about to say .com for some reason, but that's one L in Will. The real Will Hollis 3. One L in Will on Instagram. You can find me under her friends list because we're friends.
I think we're done. Let me just go ahead and stop this.
Tell the family I love them.